Kindly focus on the screen, please. So, in today's practicals, we are going to learn the different types of the glasses and a very few bar equipments that you are going to find in the hotel industry. Most of the glasses that I have been showing you right now, all these glasses we are carrying in our training restaurants. So as far as your practical exam is concerned, you must remember the name of these glasses. And once I'm going to show you the picture of that particular glass, you can easily be able to identify the name of the glass along with its basic measure. See, if you talk about any type of an glasses, any type of an glass, then that particular glass in the market, you can have that particular glass in different quantity in different measures. So in some of the books, you are going to find the measure in a, you are going to find some variation in the measure. In the other books also, you are going to find some other measures would be there. So here, whatever the measure that I am going to discuss with you, whatever the measures, whatever the quantity of that particular glass that I am going to discuss with you, that is basically the measure of the glass that we are having in our training restaurants. So before moving further, as far as F&B service practical is concerned, you should be in the positions to identify the name of the glass, the type of the glass. If you know some of the use of that particular glass, that also you must be aware about, and along with that the measure of the glass. Now if we focus on the measure of the glass, then the glass can be measured in two basic, you can say that measurement. One is to be considered as ml and the second is to be considered as fluid ounce. One is to be considered as measure and the second ml, milliliter, and the second to be considered as fluid ounce. Like for take simple example, if I say 1 fluid ounce, so 1 fluid ounce will be approximately equal to 30 ml. So whenever I've been talking about the glass, the moment I say the quantity of this particular glass is 10 fluid ounce, so you will have to understand by yourself, by multiplying 30 with the 10, you are going to get 300 ml. So in terms of an ml, it will be 300 ml. And in terms of an fluid ounce, it will be 10 fluid ounce. So 1 fluid ounce will be equal to 30 ml. So this thing you will have to keep in your mind. And keeping this thing in your mind, you will have to go for the further calculation. In your mind only, you will not have to discuss out over here. In your mind only, you will have to do the calculations. And most of the measure of the glass I am going to tell you in terms of an fluid ounce only. So let's start, let's begin. So as you see, the three glasses are there in front of you. By look wise, all the three glasses are appearing to be the same only. They are basically cylindrical in shape. But if we move from left to right, from small to the large one, then the left one is known as, the small one is known as, towards to the left of my screen, is known as the highball glass. Again I'm repeating. So this glass which is on the left hand side is known as, the smallest one is known as the highball glass. It is also cylindrical in shape. As far as its quantity is concerned, it is having the quantity of 10 fluid ounce. Again I'm repeating, 10 fluid ounce means 10 multiplied by 30, that comes approximately around 300 ml. The middle glass, which looks just like an previous glass only, but quantity wise this middle glass is somewhat bigger in size, and this middle one is known as Tom Collin. So first is the highball glass and second is the Tom Collin glass. Its quantity is 12 fluid ounce. So we have highball glass, we have Tom Collin glass. Tom Collin glass is the middle one and its quantity is 12 fluid ounce. Next to the Tom Collin glass, towards to the right hand side, we are finding a glass and the name of this glass is called Slim Gin glass. SLIM, Slim, GIN, Slim Gin glass. Its quantity is again 10 fluid ounce. So now a very basic question that strike our mind is why we are having different names for the different glasses, although if we talk about the quantity wise they are different, but the shape wise they are same only. They all are cylindrical in shape only. So why we have been giving different names to the different glass? Once you will go to the third semester and once you are going to learn about the alcohol and the spirits, and once you would get the knowledge about some of the cocktails, so there you will find highball in itself is the name of the cocktail. Cocktail is basically what it is, a type of the mixed drinks in which alcohol has been added. So in a very simple term, we can define the cocktail to be a kind of a mixed drink in which alcohol has been added. So definitely you would be finding there is a cocktail by the name of highball, HIBALL, highball glass. Definitely you would be finding there will be one cocktail by the name of Tom Collin and there will be cocktail by the name of Slim Jim. So again I'm repeating from the left hand side towards to the right hand side. The leftist one would be called as highball glass, 8 fluid ounce. Middle one, Tom Collin glass, 12 fluid ounce. And the rightest one is Slim Gin glass, again 8 fluid ounce. Moving to the next slide, here also the 3 glasses are there. Why these 3 glasses are kept in a combined format? The reason being, these 3 glasses are basically used to serve the beer. BEER, beer. Beer is a type of fermented alcoholic drinks. So on the left hand side, you are finding there is a mug is there having a kind of a design on the top of it. And based on this design, this particular mug is known as Dimple Beer Mug. Again repeating, the name of this particular glass is known as Dimple, DIMPLE, Dimple Beer Mug. Its quantity is 12 fluid ounce. 12 fluid ounce in terms of if you talk about ml, it will come approximately around 360 ml. It is this Dimple Beer Mug is also used in order to serve the beer only. At the center, you are finding a glass which is known as Pilsner glass, but technically it is also to be called as beer Pilsner glass. So do we use this glass only to serve the beer? No, it is not like that. Maybe if you have been serving some non-alcoholic drinks, like if you talk about you have been serving a kind of a shake or smoothies or fresh lime soda, sweet, salted or mixed, so you can serve in this glass also. And the middle one is known as, again I'm repeating, the middle one is known as Pilsner glass or beer Pilsner glass. Its quantity is 10 fluid ounce. The right one is known as beer goblet and its quantity is 12 fluid ounce. So we, again I'm repeating, we have beer mug or Dimple Beer Mug, 12 fluid ounce, which is approximately equal to 360 ml. 12 is supposed to be multiplied with 30. At the center, we have beer pilsner. Measure is 10 fluid ounce. On the right hand side, we have beer goblet. Again, its quantity is 12 fluid ounce. Moving further, going to the next slide. Here, both the glasses are appearance wise are looking same, but both have their different names. On the left hand side, which is cylindrical, is known as old fashioned glass. In some of the books, you will also find it is having the name of rock glass, old fashioned glass or rock glass. The quantity of this old fashioned glass is 12 fluid ounce, and it is generally used to serve any spirits. Spirits means whiskey, rum, kind of things, right? So rum and the whiskey can be served by using this old fashioned glass. And quantity wise, it is 12 fluid ounce. Moving to the right hand side, here we are finding its base is not cylindrical. Its base is somewhat curved. It is known as Rowley poly glass. And as far as its quantity is concerned, it is 10 fluid ounce. So the curved base, cylindrical from the top, is Rowley poly glass. Its quantity is 10 fluid ounce. Cylindrical, very broad, small in size. It is known as old fashioned glass.
सर इसका
Yes, yes, yes.
सर जो सिलेंडर वाला ग्लास, सिलेंडर की शेप में ग्लास था, उसका नाम क्या था?
Which one, beta? Right one or left one?
लेफ्ट वन.
The left one, it has two names. Either it can be called as old fashioned glass, or it can be called as old fashioned glass, FASHIONED glass, 12 fluid ounce, or it can also be called as rock glass, but generally it is called as old fashioned glass. It is generally used in order to serve the and rum. Whiskey or yes. Moving further, these are the two glasses. The left one glass is known as the triangular in shape from the upper part. It is known as martini glass. Why again it is called martini glass? Again, there is a specific reasons. Martini is a type of cocktail only, gin-based cocktail. So we are not going to get into the skin of cocktail and all that, because that all the things you are going to learn once you will go to your, I think, third semester. So there is no point of discussing cocktail out over here. This particular is known as martini glass. As far as its measure is concerned, it is again to be considered as 6 fluid ounce. Whereas on the right hand side, we have Margarita glass. What is Margarita? Margarita is again a type of a cocktail, and as far as its quantity is concerned, it is 8 fluid ounce. So one martini having 6 fluid ounce and Margarita having 8 fluid ounce. Both martini and Margarita are a type of cocktail which are supposed to be served in these glasses only. That's why these glasses have got the name from that particular cocktail. Okay, moving further. As you see in front of you, these glasses generally appear to be bigger in size, but exactly it is not like that. These are very small glasses. By picture wise, these are looking very big. The glass that you are finding on the left hand side of yours, it is known as pony tumbler. Pony means small, tumbler. Or generally it to be considered as juice glass. Juice glass means whenever you provide or give juice on the buffet. Buffet means on the breakfast buffet. So generally you serve the juices, fresh juices, by using these pony tumbler glasses, small sized. Quantity wise, it is 6 fluid ounce, approximately 180 ml. At the center, you are finding the shot glass. It is also to be considered as shooter, SHOOTR, shooter or shot glass. And here the quantity is very small. It is just 1 fluid ounce. 1 fluid ounce means 30 ml only. So whenever the guest is going to ask you to serve the whiskey, and you have to repeat that whiskey. Repeat the whiskey means the guest has finished 1 peg of the whiskey, that is 30 ml, and now you want to repeat the order. You want to reserve the same brand. So then the whiskey you will have to carry in this shot glass only. So in this shot glass, you are going to carry the middle one I'm talking about. So in this shot glass, you are going to carry the 30 ml whiskey, which is the standard measure, right? So moving on to the right hand side, it is again a type of a shot glass, but here the quantity is not 1 fluid ounce. It is not 30 ml. It is basically 60 ml. So if the guest is asking you for 2 peg, then obviously you are going to use this shot glass. So first one is the pony tumbler. Left hand side, quantity is 6 fluid ounce. In the center or at the center, we are having the shot glass. Quantity is 1 fluid ounce. And on the right hand side, we are again having the shot glass, but its quantity is 2 fluid ounce.
पॉनी टम्बलर की क्वांटिटी कितनी थी?
Pony tumbler is having the quantity of 6 fluid ounce. 6 fluid ounce in terms of an ml would be equal to 180 ml. So here in front of you, you are having 2 glasses.
Sir, what was the name of last glass?
It is basically not the glasses. It is basically a kind of a container which is supposed to be used in order to carry any juice, soda or water. Like for take simple example, if the guest has ordered you for the whiskey, obviously the guest is going to have the whiskey with soda and water. So that thing you are going to carry in this container. And basically their name is large decanter, DECANTER, large decanter. And on the right hand side, it is small decanter. So again repeating, left hand side large decanter which can carry up to 1 liter of the water or maybe soda or maybe any juice. On the right hand side we are having the small decanter which can carry approximately 500 ml of maybe your water, soda, juices, whichever the things that basically asked by the guest. So their name is large decanter, which is having the quantity of approximately 1 liter. On the right hand side is the small decanter which can carry approximately 500 ml. So moving further, here in
glass क्या
yes,
सर्व करते हैं रोली पोली ग्लास में?
yes, kindly I will clear all your doubts. Let me to finish it off the whole things because I have been recording this thing also, right? So maybe let me to finish it off the whole things. After that I will clear all your doubts and the queries, right? So as you see in, yes, definitely I will tell you where that particular Rowley poly glass is supposed to be used, but let me to finish all these slides first, right? Otherwise we will just run out of the time and I will not be able to cover the whole thing. So there is a picture in front of you. The right one is the left one is known as champagne tulip. Champagne. How do we spell champagne? It is CHAMPAGNE, where G word is silent. So it is not called champagne. It is called champagne. Champagne is a type of sparkling wine. Sparkling wine means it is having the fizz into it. It is a kind of a wine having the fizz into it, having the CO2 into it. Just like your cold drinks, just like as you are having the Coke, as you are having the Limca and all that. So fizz will be there inside that, bubbles will be there inside that. Likewise, a kind of an sparkling wine is there which is having the bubble, which is supposed to be served in this glass in the restaurants, right? And the left hand side glass is known as champagne tulip, TULIP. Why it is called tulip? Again, tulip is a type of flower from where it got its shape. And as far as its quantity is concerned, it is 6 fluid ounce, approximately 180 ml. Moving to the right hand side, this is again supposed to be used for serving the champagne. It is called champagne saucer. Its measure is again 6 fluid ounce. Generally, for any kind of celebrations, any celebration will be there. In that scenario, we are going to use the champagne saucer. But in the rest of the cases, we would be using the champagne tulip only. There is one more glass. The picture of that particular glass I am going to show you at the end of this particular slide. That particular glass is again supposed to be used to serve the champagne, and that is called champagne flute. So basically there are 3 glasses which can be used to serve champagne. One is champagne flute. The picture I am going to show you at the end of this particular slide. Second is champagne tulip, that the tulip we have in our restaurants. That's why I've been showing the picture of the tulip. And right to the champagne saucer. As far as the quantity is concerned, all the 3 glasses will be having the standard measure of 6 fluid ounce. 6 fluid ounce means 6 multiplied by 30, that is approximately equal to 180 ml. So here you are finding 3 glasses. The left glass is known as the parfait glass. Again repeating, the glass that you have been finding on the left of yours is known as the parfait glass. P-A-R-F-A-I-T, parfait glass. This particular glass is basically supposed to be used to serve any kind of a coffee or coffee-based liquor or any kind of a drink which is based on the coffee. Its quantity is 6 fluid ounce. Next, moving to the center. In the center or at the center, we are finding this glass is called hurricane glass. And this glass is basically used to serve a classic cocktail which is known as pina colada. That you are going to learn once you will go in the 3rd semester. And as far as its quantity is concerned, it is 10 fluid ounce. On the right hand side, this one is known as club goblet, or sometimes it is also to be called as water goblet. Its quantity is again 8 fluid ounce. So left hand side is the parfait glass. Its quantity is your 6 fluid ounce. At the center, you are having hurricane glass. Its quantity is 10 fluid ounce. On the right hand side, you have the club goblet or water goblet. Its quantity is 8 fluid ounce. Yes, kindly mute yourself. I don't want any kind of a sound coming from the background, please. So here, all the glasses are looking the same, and all the glasses are basically used for the same purpose of serving the alcoholic drink, which is known as wine. So here I am starting from the left hand side. From the left hand side, this small wine glass is called Sherry Copita glass. C-O-P-I-T-A. S-H-E-R-R-Y. Sherry Copita glass. Sherry is a type of fortified wine. What is basically fortified wine? That you are going to learn in the successive theory classes. So this small size glass is known as Sherry Copita glass. Quantity is just 2 fluid ounce. 2 fluid ounce means approximately equal to 60 ml. Next to it, this is the red wine glass. Red wine glass quantity is 6 fluid ounce. Next to the red wine glass, having slightly longer stem. Next to the red wine glass, I'm talking about the 3rd glass from the left hand side. Having slightly long stem is known as the white wine glass. Why the white wine glass is having slightly longer stems? Because white wine is supposed to be served chilled, and the red wine is supposed to be served at room temperatures. So while serving the white wine, we don't want the guest or the palm of the guest to transfer the heat from the palm of the guest to the white wine. So that's why if we talk about the difference between the red wine glass and the white wine glass, in the white wine glass, I'm talking about the 2nd glass and the 3rd glass from the left hand side. So the basic difference will be the white wine glass would be having slightly longer stem compared to the shorter stems of the red wine glass. Generally, whenever we serve the very, very old matured, you can say that the red wine, where the maturation period is, you can say that more than 30 to 40 years, any kind of a red wine which is supposed to be kept inside the bottle for more than 30 to 40 years. So that kind of a wine, that kind of a red wine is known as over matured red wine. So such type of a wine is supposed to be served in large wine glass. So this is basically the large wine glass. And here for Sherry Copita glass, the quantity is 2 fluid ounce. For red wine glass, quantity is 6 fluid ounce. For white wine glass, quantity is 6 fluid ounce. And for this large red wine glass, here the quantity is 8 fluid ounce. So here in front of your screen, you are finding a kind of a stylish glass. Here in our training restaurants, we have one of this particular glass. The name of this glass is Irish coffee glass. Why it is called Irish coffee glass? As the name suggests, generally we serve the black coffee in this. And in that particular black coffee, we add Irish whiskey, 30 ml of an Irish whiskey. So any kind of in black coffee, generally the black coffee is known as Americano. So any kind of in black coffee in which you are adding 30 ml of in whiskey, Irish whiskey only, whiskey from the region of the Ireland. So that will be considered this, and it is supposed to be served in this glass. So that is that drink is supposed to be considered as Irish coffee, and based on that, the name of this glass is Irish coffee glass. Quantity is 8 fluid ounce. Next, as I told you earlier also, for doing the service of the champagne, there are 3 glasses. One is known as champagne flute, next is known as champagne tulip, and third one is known as champagne saucer. So here on the left hand side, you can see the picture of the champagne flute. Yes, and the quantity is 6 fluid ounce. On the right hand side, we are finding this bulged and the round shaped glass. We are finding the name of this glass is brandy balloon glass, or there is one more name associated with it. It is known as brandy sniffer glass. So it has 2 names. Either it can be called as brandy balloon glass, or it can be called as brandy sniffer glass. Sniffer glass, sniff. Why we use this term sniff? Sniff means you are taking the aroma through your nose. That's why the sniff word is there. So generally, whenever you drink the brandy, before actually drinking the brandy, because brandy is supposed to be considered as very hot drink, and generally it is supposed to be drunk during the winter season. So before taking a single sip of the brandy, you will have to sniff it. You will have to take the aroma of that particular brandy by using your nose. So that's why it is called brandy balloon glass or brandy sniffer glass. Quantity wise, again, it is 8 fluid ounce. On the left of it, again repeating, it is champagne flute glass. Quantity, here the quantity is 6 fluid ounce. On the right hand side, it is brandy balloon glass or brandy sniffer glass. Its quantity is 8 fluid ounce. Moving further. So here, if you will see on the picture, so here the left hand side one, the glass that you have been finding on the left side of yours, this particular glass is known as SOUR, S-O-U-R, SOUR glass or whiskey sour glass, because there is a kind of a cocktail which is known as whiskey sour, where we have to mix whiskey with that of one egg white. When we mix whiskey with egg white with lemon juice, and we have to shake it thoroughly, and then we'll have to serve in this glass. So that's why this is known as whiskey sour glass, S-O-U-R, whiskey sour glass, because whiskey sour is a type of cocktail, and its quantity is again 6 fluid ounce. In the middle, you are finding the cordial glass, C-O-R-D-I-A-L, cordial glass. Basically, it is very small in size, and its quantity is 2 fluid ounce only. It is supposed to be served. It is supposed to be used to serve the cordial. What is basically the cordial? Cordial is basically a sugar syrup based non-alcoholic flavored drinks. So generally, if there is lime cordial, so it will be having sugar syrup. It will be having the flavor of the lime, and it is supposed to be served along with small amount of the soda, and supposed to be served in this small glass. That's why it is called cordial glass. Quantity is 2 fluid ounce. On the right hand side, you are finding this is to be considered as beer pitcher. Beer pitcher means whenever a group is there and they want to have fresh beer, and that particular group is having around 4 to 5 members. So for all those 4 to 5 members, beer is supposed to be served in that fresh beer. I'm not talking about the bottled beer out over here. The fresh beer is supposed to be served in this particular large size of an, you can say that jug kind of a thing, which is basically called beer pitcher. And as far as its quantity is concerned, its quantity basically varies. But generally, the beer pitcher would be having the quantity of, you can say that 3 liter. It starts from 3 liter onwards. So again, repeating, left hand side, it is whiskey sour glass or sour glass, you can say that, SOUR. Its quantity is 6 fluid ounce. In the center or at the center, we are having the cordial glass. Its quantity is 2 fluid ounce. On the right hand side, we are having the beer pitcher. Its quantity generally starts from 3 liter onwards. Now all the glasses are over. Now we are just talking about some of the bar equipments that are basically the part of the bar only. So on the left hand side and the right hand side, you are finding there is ice bucket is there. And in order to pick that ice on the right hand side, we are having the tong. So this one is supposed to be used to pick the ice. That's why it is called ice tong. So we have 2 different varieties of the ice bucket with the ice tong. Next, on the just on the top of the table, that is white color. This is known as chopping board. So now one questions may arise is, why sir is telling us about the chopping board, which is basically the part of the food production. But exactly it is not like that. If you would be working inside the bar also, you would be doing the chopping and all the kind of things for making the garnishes. For that reasons, you must have to have the chopping board inside the bar. So the lowest one, the base one, that white one is known as chopping board. On the left hand side, this is ice crushing machine. So here you will have to crush the ice. On the right hand side, it is known, the black one is known as the rimmer. Why it is called rimmer? Because this is basically used in order to apply the salt or sugar around the rim of the glass. And how it is being done, that in the successive videos I am going to show you. Here in front of you, again, you are finding there are 2. Here you are finding there are 2 different varieties of the shaker. The left one having the glass, having the 2 part. One is made up of the glass, another one is made up of the stainless steel. It is known as the Boston shaker. Whereas on the right hand side of yours, here you have been finding this one is the right one is known as the traditional shaker. So the shaker with the glass, half with the glass and half with the steel, is known as Boston shaker, BOSTON. On the right hand side, this one is known as traditional shaker. This is basically the wine cradle. Generally, if you have the over matured red wine, so over matured red wine is supposed to be carried to the guest table by holding it in this format, by holding in this particular kind of a stand. That's why it is called wine cradle, CRADEL. It is supposed to be used to carry the over matured red wine. Next, moving from the left hand side, I've been talking about, in the left hand side, we have 2 different, one is made up of plastic, another one is made up of wood. These 2 are known as muddler. Muddler means it is supposed to be used to crush some of the garnishes while making the cocktails or mocktails. In the next to the muddler, so these brown one and the black one are the muddler. Next to the muddler, we are having lemon squeezer. Next to it, we are having the ice scooper, ice cube scooper, not the ice cream one, it is the ice cube scooper. And next to it, we have the bar spoon. and next to it we have Hawthorne strainer, Hawthorn, Hawthorne strainer. Next, as you would be aware about this equipment, it is known as peeler. Next is the knife. After that, the small knife is there, which is technically called paring knife, Pairing. Next to it, we have the watermelon scooper, and next to it, we have the ice cream scooper. This is very common to be considered as blender, which is basically used to make different types of the cold coffee and shakes and all, smoothies. Here you are finding two things. This particular bottle is known as store and pour, S-T-O-R-E, store and pour bottle. Why do we call it store and pour bottle? Because this bottle can be used for storing the lemon juice, can be used for storing, you can say that the sugar syrup, and it can also be used for pouring, Pouring. So that's why it is called store and pour bottle. Next to this black one, it is called bar candy, C-A-N-D-Y, bar caddy, C-A-D-Y, sorry. It is called bar caddy. It is supposed to be used in order to keep the paper napkin, and next to the paper napkin, as you see, these are known as straws, and next to the straw, these are known as the sizzler stick, or it can be called a stirrer. Swizzler stick or stirrer, S-T-I-R-R-E-R, stirrer. So stirrer is there in this bar caddy. Apart from that, you have the straw also. And along with that, two more things can be like placed over here. One is the coaster. Coaster is a kind of a round kind of in shape, which is supposed to be placed under the glass along with the paper napkin. It is also supposed to be kept inside the bar. This tallest one is known as the, you can say that it has two parts. Basically, it is supposed to be used to carry the sparkling wine or to carry the white wine, right? So it is known as wine bucket or wine chiller, with wine bucket or wine chiller stand. So it has two parts. The top part is known as wine chiller. It can also be called as wine bucket because it is supposed to be used to keep the white wine or the sparkling wine. Under to it, there is a stand, and this stand is known as the wine bucket stand. So